Syrian government forces backed by Russia are involved in heavy clashes in and around Syria's last rebel bastion of Idlib against armed anti-Assad groups. In the early hours of Monday, a Syrian government airstrike hit a Turkish military convoy travelling towards Idlib. Ankara and Damascus blame each other for this crisis while millions of civilians suffer amid deadly airstrikes. Our West Asia Bureau Chief Daniele Pagani brings you more on this news story.
For millions of civilians, the last anti-Assad rebel stronghold of Idlib in northwestern Syria has turned into a gateway to hell. Syrian government airstrikes hit a Turkish military convoy, killing 3 civilians and injuring 12. Damascus said that Turkey was sending heavy weapons and machinery to help rebels fight back the ongoing government ground offensive aimed at cutting supply lines to rebel forces. Anti-Assad armed groups in Idlib have suffered heavy territorial losses and lost more than 1,500 fighters in the last fortnight. Turkey's defense minister denied all allegations, saying that the convoy was headed to one of the many military posts Turkey has in the area. He accused Russia and Damascus of violating the agreed-upon ceasefire. Ankara supports an array of anti-Assad rebel forces in Idlib and has several observation posts in the region as part of the agreement with Russia to guarantee a ceasefire over the area. But it has now become very clear that the ceasefire is not holding. Battles rage on every day and airstrikes keep killing people. Over the weekend, a combined Russian and Syrian bombing killed more than 20 civilians. A family of 7 was killed at once in their house. 6 of them were children. The Syrian government and its Russian allies deny targeting civilians. They say they are fighting terrorists who use normal people as human shields. The Russian President Vladimir Putin reiterated his country's support to the Idlib campaign.
Были и неоднократно предпринимались попытки атак нашей военно-воздушной базы на Хмеймиме, как раз из Идлибской зоны. Поэтому мы поддерживаем усилия сирийской армии по проведению локальных операций, по купированию этих террористических угроз.
Since the beginning of the battle for Idlib in April, the United Nations says that 500 civilians have been killed. Unofficial figures, though, place the civilian death toll at 730. The UN has also documented at least 42 strikes on healthcare facilities, making medical treatment a luxury for the injured. Every day, civilians abandon their homes in seek of safety.
We were displaced from the northern Hama countryside. We fled during the night due to the intensified shelling and air raids. They destroyed our houses and our lives. We came here just with our clothes and we are now in a field under the trees. We have children and elderly people with us.
The battle for Idlib has displaced more than 700,000 people. For them, fleeing has become a constant. Many of the civilians living in this area had in fact already been displaced multiple times during the Syrian war. This offensive could push Syrians to try to cross into Turkey, a country which already hosts 3.6 million refugees.
Ankara believes that if the Syrian army does not get to Idlib, the exodus of Syrian refugees won't happen and a dialogue might be reinstated in order to find a possible political solution. But it has become clear now that Damascus does not want this. Damascus wants to reconquer every inch of Syria and to re-establish the government control over the country. And Idlib is the last obstacle on their way. Daniele Pagani, reporting from Jordan for WION, World is One.